Were you out there cleaning on Ruby for me?
Yeah, I ran the California duster over her, and I cleaned the brake dust off the rims, and yeah, so she's pretty shiny. And I did spot treat a couple places where you picked up just a little splash mud or something.
Thank you, Donnie.
You're welcome.
Well, we're out of here. I'll see you in a little while, okay?
Okay. Kiss, kiss. Have a good day.
Yep, she still looks right shiny. Supposed to get a lot of rain over the weekend here and for an extended period of time, so I'm not sure we'll make it through the weekend. I thought I turned the automatic doors back on. Well, that's like implying I don't have my key fob. I can't even get in the car. All right, I have my key fob in my hand this time instead of in my purse. Yeah, you know, I had this little power bank battery, a blue one in there, probably right next to the key fob, and my best guess would be that that blocked the signal. No harm, no foul. Yeah, that's the power bank that was in there next to the key fob. So I have had it in there before, but I had just shoved it in there, and yeah, I think that's probably why the signal couldn't get to the car. Today's picture is some colored vases in a pretty window with some nice light on them. Kind of Valentine's Day colored. Yeah, if it's possible, we are running even later this morning than yesterday morning. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hope for some luck at some stoplights today. You know it's a good morning when you're the lead car at the stoplight. Traffic was light this morning and we've made it no problem. Phew! All right, you guys have a good day. TGIF.
See you later.
Yep, bye-bye, buddy. Love ya. Yes, Ruby, I'm waiting to move. I'm headed pretty much straight back to Fuquay this morning. Tux has a 9:30 appointment at the vet. It's his yearly shots. He's easy to pick up and crate, so it really shouldn't be a problem to take him in, and he doesn't get as afraid as some of the other cats. So again, hopefully this will be a straightforward trip and no problems. I'm not expecting any problems. It's 28 out there this morning, just a bit chilly, but a pleasant day for sure. And thank goodness it's Friday, so we all can sleep in tomorrow. Johnny does not even have his black belt candidate training this weekend because of the testing. So yeah, I don't have to get him out the door early tomorrow. My testing time is 1:30. It takes about 90 minutes to a 2-hour test period, depending on how many people there are. And I'm feeling reasonably comfortable about my form and kicking and 21 movement memorization, so hopefully, other than taking a chunk out of my Saturday afternoon, that'll be smooth this weekend. Yeah, that would be good. Get that over with and move on. I've got Tux loaded up back there, ready for his vet appointment. Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. Well, he's not happy, but he's not too upset either. Hey, bud. Just strange noises. Tux got a good checkup, no problems. He walked back into the crate when we were ready to load up, and yeah, I promised him I'd have him home soon. Well, it's that time again. Time to go get the boys from school. Don and I fell asleep again. You know, we try to get a 15-minute nap every day if possible, 30 minutes if we're really lucky. I always wake up super groggy and just out of it. Don usually offers to go get the boys and give me a break. I almost always tell him no, because it's my responsibility and I can't film video if I don't go pick up the boys, and I like being out in the afternoon sunshine, and there's always the opportunity of a good Pokemon. So, and the boys like to talk to me in the car about their school day. I mean, there's just lots of reasons why, even if I'm feeling pretty out of it, I still go. So I'm here and I'm driving and I'm paying attention, I promise, but I'm a little tired. It's like a second alarm clock sometimes in the middle of the afternoon. So occasionally we have this rattle, and can you hear it? What it is it's the sun visor. And if I could reach it and I pressed it in, it'll stop. So I guess when Joey puts it up, maybe he doesn't seal it all the way back over there good. I don't know. I mean, really, it shouldn't rattle. I know on the forum, some people have asked to have theirs replaced. I mean, if I can stop the noise by just pushing in on it a little bit, I'll be okay with that. I guess if it gets annoys Dawn more than it does me. This is the first time I've actually been by myself and noticed it. It's because Imagine Dragons came on the streaming and Joey really likes them, so I paused it, and like for the first time ever I'm driving and there's no music in the car. Hey buddy.
Hi Mom.
So you ready to start your weekend?
Yep.
Yeah, we're back to Fuquay now. We're going into Home Depot. A couple more storage bins. Joey is so thrilled with me for stopping and making a trip errand on the way home. It just excites him. He gets so happy about it. Not. Johnny's trying to pick out my next washing machine.
I can dream.
We like the blue lights, you know, because that's why you should pick your washing machine, because it has, and dryer, because
look
it has.
Here. Look
Yeah.
at the feet. It provides second.
It has a second washing area.
Oh, and apparently the LEDs don't come with it.
No, really? Aww. Well, if I can't get LEDs with it, then forget it.
What are they doing to the water tower?
I think they're just painting it, Johnny. They've been putting scaffolding on it for a couple of weeks, and I think they're spraying it, so they put that fabric up so the, you know, paint goes where it's supposed to.
It's still really weird looking.
Be interesting if they put a new Fuquay Varina design on it. It said Fuquay Varina, but in these really basic letters. I bet it has the new town emblem.
One put beside them.
Say what? He said all hands are appreciated. I used to run the shedder. That was before though. I'll let him handle it. Don's just come up the driveway. He's finishing up for the night, I think. Well, maybe not. Let's go see what he's up to. I now have this absolutely huge pile of mulch to put in my flower beds. Now all I have to do is actually pull the weeds up so I can put the mulch down. Yourself out?
Pretty cool, but I'm all right.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see if I can leave a note on Gloria's door.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
Call her quits for tonight?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, you can definitely tell looking in there that it's much neater than it was a while ago. Don wants to do the area over there near the property line a little bit, and we're on good terms with that neighbor, so if he touches base with her, I'm sure she won't have a problem with him helping to spruce up her yard too. I see Don use the blower to clean off his path here a little bit, all the way down to the footbridge, our little walking area here. This is one of the areas I need to clear out and mulch. I have a ton of really nice daylilies in here, but the crabgrass every year tries to overtake it. So if I pull in the winter and put mulch down, it stays looking good without too much work for at least part of the summer. 104.3 miles today, although Johnny and I might choose to go out and look at Pokemon again. We'll see.
Well, we've got our Duke Energy bill, and it was a doozy. So the bill amount was $274.41, which is, I don't know that it's my all-time record high. It's possible. It didn't exceed our record high by much. I mean, I've had $250, $260 bills before, but it's possible this one is my all-time record bill. And of course, it's because we had such cold weather there. I mean, we had single-digit temperatures. The heat pump was running 24/7. If you saw my earlier video, I talked about that. So anyway, in the period was from December 20th to January 23rd. During that time, we used a total of 3,130 kilowatt hours. There were 34 days in that period, and the average kilowatt was 92 kilowatt hours per day. But I'd like you to take a look at the graph on the left and notice that the January, which is the dark bar, is basically as tall as back in July. So back in July, we used just a slight less amount. We used 3,108 kilowatt hours. So basically there was 22 kilowatt hours less in July. But now I need to say the July period, it was fewer days. It was 2 fewer days. So I think in actuality, July equaled what we used in our January. So historically, I would have thought my summer energy bills were less than the winter, but I think that's based because of my past use of the flat rate. But now that we're on time of use, the time of use, especially in the summertime, affects us much more, since that peak period is basically starts at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and goes till 8. And that's when we're cooking, and the house is particularly hot, the air conditioner's running. There's a lot going on during that period of time. So the reason our bills aren't more is because of the off-peak rate is so much less, and we still use the bulk of our electricity off-peak. Anyway, we was another month, and they have changed the rate again this month. The rate this month, however, went down. Each of the rate periods, the peak, off-peak, and shoulder, went down 0.166 cents. So a tenth of a penny. Each of the rates went down. And this is our second month in a row where we've had a rate change. So if you compare the January rate to November, the net rate increase has been 0.433 cents for each of the periods. So anyway, last month with the new rate, we used 145 kilowatt hours on peak, 21.044 cents. We used 2,545 kilowatt hours off peak at 6.644 cents per kilowatt hour. Now, off peak is so high because we charged the Tesla off peak, and we still had quite a few miles. It wasn't quite as much as a typical month, but we still had considerable mileage this last month. The shoulder rate was 440 kilowatt hours at 11.082 cents per kilowatt hour. So altogether, when you prorate the old rate to the new rate, in electricity cost alone, we used $252.88 total in electricity. The rest of the bill is basically taxes, the street light, things like that. So Duke said that last month that we saved $38.60 because we were time of use versus had we been flat rate. So that was not a significant savings since the fact that our bill was almost $300. It said our total time of use savings since last June when we started time of use has been $305.98.